Hi guys! Want to know about best fighting games for mobile? Today, we will talk about 10 best mobile one-on-one fighting games available on both Play Store and App Store. The numbering of games is based on the game performance, graphics and people reviews. So, let's start. Number 10. Real Boxing 2. It is a sports boxing simulator released on November 19, 2015. It is an online game in which you customize your character. By upgrading and enhancing your skills, you try to defeat players from all over the world. Storyline of the game is very good. You will find a lot of content to do. Graphics are very realistic, but to get best gaming experience your phone must have at least 3 GB RAM and 64 GB ROM. If we talk about cons of the game, then ads ratio is very irritating. You'll have to buy premium version to experience ads-free gaming. And secondly, online players are mostly bots. But they are good competitive bots. You will enjoy fighting with them. Number 9. Gods of Rome. It is a 2D fighting game set in a mythical world where Roman and Greek soldiers do battle alongside Minotaur, Medusa, and gods like Zeus and Hades. As usual, at the start of the game you can only use one character, but soon enough you can unlock new warriors and improve their attributes. The main game mode in Gods of Rome is an extensive campaign for a single player, in which you'll cross through iconic locations like Mount Olympus, the Roman Colosseum, and the one and only Pompeii. Play through an epic storyline full of battles and tales of valor. Complete daily challenges for mystical rewards and further glory. Enter the PvP arena and prove your mettle. If you enjoy mythology-based fighting games, or fighters in general, then perhaps you should answer the call of the Gods of Rome. Gods of Rome is a fighting game that really stands out for its amazing graphics and highly refined controls. The only downside is that the theme is somewhat generic, not very original. Number 8. Power Rangers Legacy Wars. Power Ranger Legacy Wars is a fighting video game based on the 2017 film Power Rangers. It is an online tag team-based fighting game. You select a leading character and 2 supporting characters that can be called in during combat. Characters' movesets are based on color-coded cards. Each card has a different attack type, that is strike, defense, and break. It is quite an interesting game. New characters are added almost every month. You can enjoy this game on mobile with 3 GB RAM and 64 GB ROM. But to continue it for months, mobile should have 4 GB RAM and 128 GB ROM because of updates. Number 7. SuperBrawl Universe. It is time to connect to your childhood memories with SuperBrawl Universe. Join iconic characters from Nickelodeon's all-time most popular shows to battle it out in the ultimate action showdown. Free awesome super moves with your favorite Nickelodeon characters like SpongeBob, Danny Phantom, Aang the Avatar, Rugrats and lot more. Select your character and battle it out in your favorite Nickelodeon location like the Krusty Krab, the Loud House, the Air Temple, etc. Graphics are quite cartoonic but quite beautiful as well. Enter the Super Brawl game, assemble your coolest team and fight your way to become Nickelodeon Super Brawl Universe champion. Number 6. Final Fighter. It is an online game in which you can select among plenty of cool fighters, each having unique combat abilities, combat style, weapons and appearance. Open up the potential of your character in the single or team battles against players from all over the world. By combining certain hits and moves, you can come up with some pretty spectacular combinations. In story mode, you can unlock new characters and arenas as you advance. But that's not the only mode. You can also play in battle mode, where you select 3 characters and fight against others online. Final Fighter is a brutal fighting game with amazing graphics for androids, well-designed gameplay, and a great selection of characters. Number 5. SkullGirls Fighting RPG. It is an online fighting video game with quite beautiful anime graphics. Graphics may remind you some anime of 2010. It has both PC and Android versions. For Android you perform various combos and characters' unique abilities by tapping and swiping. Every player has unique hits, though the process is same for each player. You will find a wide range of players to unlock and check their abilities. You get 5 game modes to play: Story Mode, Prize Fights, Daily Events, Versus Mode, and Rift Battles. But first you get only Story Mode. And then you have to unlock others. Number 4. Injustice 2. Injustice 2 is a 2017 fighting video game based upon the DC Universe. It is an online fighting game in which players compete in one-on-one combat using characters from the DC Universe. Every fighter is given 4 base stats: strength, defense, health, and ability. Ability is different for each different character. When this is ready, a button pops up at the bottom of the screen. Poke that and you'll perform something cool and flashy. There are plenty of characters to unlock. Different game modes and very challenging fighting make it very interest-catching game. Number 3. EA Sports UFC. It is the official video game of UFC, Ultimate Fighting Championship, the biggest and most important mixed martial arts company in the world. And the meeting point of some of the most dangerous fighters in the world. In this video game, exclusive for touchscreen devices, the players can control more than 70 fighters from the UFC circuit. That they can train and help learn different special skills to use during combats. Once you choose your fighter and jump into the octagon, you can experience the intuitive control system created by EA. Through a combination of taps and swipes on the screen, you can carry out all types of attacks, from jabs and uppercuts, to combos and floor attacks. EA Sports UFC is a realistic fighting game that offers a well-adapted gameplay for touchscreen devices and absolutely spectacular graphics. The best part is that it has access to all of the official licenses of the UFC. Number 2. Mortal Kombat. It is a fighting video game that puts you in control of the characters from the Mortal Kombat franchise. You can choose from characters like Sub-Zero, Reptile, Johnny Cage, Raiden, Smoke, and Katana, to fight against other characters. The gameplay is a lot like it is in the older console and the PC version, although for obvious reasons. The traditional controls have been replaced by a more user-friendly system where you have to slide your fingers across the screen to hit your opponent. As you fight in more combats, your characters will gain experience and, gradually, you can even add new characters to your initial roster. Thus, this version has a kind of collectible component in the form of characters and cards that have to be unlocked. Visually speaking, Mortal Kombat is an outstanding game. It is one of the best alternatives that can be found on Android within the fighting game genre. Not only does it have great characters to control and incredible graphics, but it also has well-adapted controls. Number 1. Shadow Fight 3. It is a RPG fighting game that continues the story of its famous predecessor Shadow Fight 2. Players can choose from 3 different fighting styles. Create their own character, mix their gear, collect equipment, learn super moves and enjoy great battles with smooth 3D animations. As you play, you'll run into all kinds of enemies, each one with its own abilities and fighting style. Some enemies are more aggressive and won't leave you alone, while others will wait for you to make a mistake. In Shadow Fight 3, you can use tons of different weapons and armor that you unlock as you play. You can use swords, spears, batons, and other melee weapons. You can also equip your character with different helmets and shields. And, of course, you can customize your character itself. These were the best one-on-one fighting mobile games of all times. If I missed some games, then tell me in comments. If you like any game, then like the video. For any queries about the games, ask in comments.